kindergarten, and welcome to another reading lesson. Today, we're being introduced to a brand new text titled On the Farm. And we're going to be reading about different jobs that animals have on the farm. Before we dive into our thinking job and our thinking steps and the text, I have a question for you. What is one job you have at home or school? Your teacher is going to pause the video and talk about a job you might have at home or at school. I know I've heard many Kipsters have many jobs in school. Maybe they're the schedule checker or the light turner on or offer. And today in our text on the farm, we're going to learn about the different jobs farm animals have on the farm. Today's reading thinking job is I can describe what illustrations add to words. We've done this thinking job in the past with many other texts. So today we're going to look at the illustrations in the text on the farm and describe how are they connected to the words. Our reading thinking steps to get to our reading thinking job of I can describe what illustrations add to words is first, we're going to listen to the words. In a moment, you're going to hear the text read to you. Then we're going to study those pictures, and step 3, we're going to look at the details and what details do the pictures add. Before we go through these reading thinking steps, let's enjoy the text on the farm. Today we have a new text titled On the Farm. This text is all about farm animals. Each type of farm animal will act a different way. This text is organized by animal, and the illustrator used blocks of wood and paints to imagine what the animal looked like. Let's dive into our text On the Farm by David Elliott, illustrated by Holly Mead. The rooster crows and struts. He's got feathers, he's got guts. Oh, the rooster struts and crows. What's he thinking? No one knows. The cow makes milk standing grazing. Abracadabra, she's utterly amazing. The pony whinnies in the wind, kicks in his stall. He's as mighty as his cousin, not as tall. The dog sleeps with one eye open in the shady farmhouse yard. You might think he's keeping cool. Beware, he's keeping guard. The sheep began his woolly life as gentle as a lamb. Too bad he turned into a ram. Bam! The barn cat. Mice had better think twice. The goat eats everything from trash to trillium. Hey, look out! He'll knock you silly. When he's bad, we call him William. When he's good, he's just our Billy. The pig. Her tail as coy as ringlet. In her eye there's a delicate sheen. Some look at her and see a sow. I see a beauty queen. The snake coils in the garden like a spring or the wild. In winding melody he hears but cannot sling. The bees tell their story sweet and old. It begins in clover and ends with gold. The bull knows what he likes, cows and corn, knows what he is, muscle and horn. The turtle lifts her fossil head and blinks 1, 2, 3 times in the awful light. In her house, it's always night. The duck quacks. The hen squawks. The goose honks. But the rabbit listens, 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 and doesn't make a sound. Got to listen to the text on the farm. We're going to look at a couple of pages from the text. We're going to look at the pages about the dog. So first, I'm going to reread the words to you on this page because step 1, we're going to listen to the words. The dog sleeps with one eye open in the shady farmhouse yard. You might think he's keeping cool. Beware, he's keeping guard. I want you to think about what those words were telling you, and now we're going to look at the pictures. Your teacher's going to pause the video and talk about what you see in the picture. You might have said that you saw a dog sleeping under the tree with one eye open. He's brown, his ears are long, and there's also people playing outside. So let's jump to step 3. What details do the pictures add? Now that we've read the words and we heard that the dog is sleeping in the yard and he has one eye open and he's keeping guard, as well as seeing that the pictures told us the exact same thing, let's move to step 3. This is where we're going to describe what the extra picture details teach you about the topic. So I want you to look very closely at the details in the pictures that are not in the words. Remember, read the words one more time before your teacher pauses the video and talks about the details that the words do not talk about. The dog sleeps with one eye open in the shady farmhouse yard. You might think he's keeping cool. Beware, he's keeping guard. Your teacher's going to pause the video and you're going to talk about the extra picture details that are not recognized in the words we just read. We heard in the words the word guard, and I learned more about what the dog is guarding. He's watching over the people and their house. I also learned what the dog looks like. I can see that the dog is brown and has long ears. I'm able to use these picture details to help me better understand what the words said to me, even though these picture details were not said in the words. Today in Seesaw, you're going to do the same work with a different page about the goat. On the goat page, it reads, eats everything from trash to trillion. Hey, look out, he'll knock you silly. When he's bad, we call him William. When he's good, he's just our Billy. Today, our reading thinking job was all about using the illustrations to add words. So today in Seesaw, you're going to circle one detail about the goat that the illustration adds to the words. Until next time, bye, Kipsters.